What does it take to rise above stereotypes, navigate cultural barriers, and become a beacon of inspiration in the world of handball? Today, we delve into the captivating journey of Juntao Chen, an exceptional handball player who has carved out a niche for himself in this high-intensity sport. Hailing from China, Juntao's introduction to handball was serendipitous. His physical education teacher, recognizing his innate athletic abilities, enrolled him into the school's handball team at the tender age of 10. Over time, Juntao's love for the sport blossomed, and he began to appreciate how it not only enhanced his physical strength and health, but also honed his social skills and instilled in him a spirit of perseverance. Juntao's passion for handball eventually led him to the top division of the England Handball League, a feat that made him the only Chinese player in the Premier Division. But his proudest moments didn't stop there. His exceptional performance on the field earned him the title of Man of the Match in several competitions. Moreover, he had the honor of being invited as the goalkeeper assistant coach for the British national men's handball team. However, Juntao's journey wasn't devoid of challenges. As an Asian athlete in a predominantly Western sport, he had to grapple with stereotypes. But Juntao met this challenge head-on, proving his worth on the court and earning the respect of his peers through his skills and determination. Setbacks were also part of Juntao's journey. A torn hamstring during a training session resulted in a 3-month rehabilitation period, negatively impacting his performance. But Juntao turned this setback into a learning experience. He realized that patience and a positive attitude towards training were crucial for recovery. His patience paid off when he helped his team secure third place in the England Handball Cup with a nearly 40% saving rate. Juntao accredits much of his success to his coach at the Nottingham Handball Club. His coach's unwavering trust and recognition were pivotal in inspiring Juntao to aim for the stars. Juntao's ambition now lies in joining a European handball team and competing in the world's best handball leagues. In conclusion, Juntao Chen's journey is a testament to the power of perseverance, the importance of overcoming cultural barriers, and the value of inspiring mentorship. It is a journey marked by remarkable achievements, valuable lessons, and ambitious future goals. Through his journey, Juntao has not only made a name for himself in the world of handball, but has also paved the way for aspiring athletes around the globe.
Okay, so welcome to back my channel, and today I'm going to share the interview with the Juntao Chen, who is from the Nottingham Handball Club, and his position is the goalkeeper. Handball is spreading at the incredible speed among the East Asian community. Simple rule and the field condition make handball be a part of the sports enlightenments for primary and secondary school students in East Asia. My interview is a goalkeeper in Nottingham Handball Clubs. He is an international student from China. He used his experience and the excellent saving skills to win the favor of the coaching staff and the team's starting position in the Loughborough University. Obviously, today's mainstream social commentary does not provide much attention and the perspective in East Asian students' athletics. The cultural dilemma and the physical fitness gap currently become a main issue and the main barrier between the mainstream Western perspectives are still skeptical about stereotype of East Asian athletics. A question will start at the athletics personal introduction to hold diaspora East Asian athletics situation and analyzation and the commercialization. So welcome into my channel, Juntao Chen. How's it going today?
Pretty good, thanks.
Okay, so let's start for the first question. Can you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your athletic background? How did you get started in the sports? What inspired you to take up the sports professionally?
Well, hi everyone. My name is Juntao Chen, and I come from China. I started my handball journey when I was about 10 years old. I was enrolled in the handball school team by my PE teacher, and basically he just discovered my talented athletic performance. But gradually I started to love this sport because participating in handball training will not only make me become, stronger and healthier, but it will also help me expand my personal network and enhance my team working skill. Additionally, the competitive handball matches also develop my quality of persistence, and this spirit is very beneficial to my daily learning experience.
Okay, so I can learn from a lot of from your PE teacher, and here's guidance for your whole career, whole professional careers. So let me move on to the next part, which is about the career highlights. What are the podcast? Uh, sorry. What are the proudest moments in your athletics career?
Well, my proudest moments in my athletic career is that I represent Nottingham Handball Club and I play in the top division of the England Handball League. I am also one and only Chinese handball player in the, England Premier League. More importantly, I have awarded man of the match in multiple competitions. And based on my outstanding performance, I was also invited to the British national men's handball team as the goalkeeper assistant coach. Therefore, such experience have helped me proudly showcase my East Asian background on the international stage.
Okay, and let me talk about the challenging and overcoming setback. So as a athlete, what culture challenges have you faced, and how did you overcome them?
As an athlete with the East Asian background, one of the biggest cultural challenges I face is breaking down those stereotypes about Asians, such as they do not have talent in sports and Asian people are introverted. When I was on trial at Nottingham Handball Club, not many of my teammates initiating interaction with me as they think that Asian people are not good at sports, and especially in handball, which is a very unfamiliar sport in Asia. The way I respond to their behavior is also quite simple. I just try my best to put the greatest performance on the court, and finally, I just earn everyone's respect based on my skills and momentum.
Okay, can you discuss setback in your career and the lesson you learned from it?
Yeah, of course. Just in the previous handball season, I tear my hamstring in one training session, and after 3 months of rehabilitation, my performance on court is negatively impacted, and I have even made, several silly turnovers and silly decisions. However, I realized that, patience and positive attitude towards training was the best way to overcome such barrier, such difficulty. And fortunately, in the last game of the season, I made, much better performance with a nearly 40% saving rate and helped my team finish third in the English Handball Cup, in the England Handball Cup. This experience just improved my pressure management skill. Yeah.
Okay, so let we move on to the next part of the question, which is talking about the inspiration and team's dynamics. Are there any individuals or experience that have inspired you journey in handball?
Yeah, of course. The person I want to mention is just my handball coach at Nottingham Handball Club. On court, he got 100% trust on me, and I'm always his starting goalkeeper, his first choice. He just used one sentence to describe his recognition on me. He said that I got everything I need to become an amazing handball goalkeeper. Additionally, he is also the head coach of British men's handball team, and he invited me to become his assistant in training camps several times. His recognition just motivated me to apply for those European handball clubs in order to help let me have the chance to compete in those best handball leagues in the world. And I will just keep working hard to achieve this ambition in the future.
Okay, thank you so much. And then we move on to the next part. The question 6, how important is teamwork in your sports? How do you develop a strong team's dynamic and leadership? Can you share some
Uh,
related experience to us?
yeah, of course. As you know, handball is a team sport. due to its stricter restrictions on dribbling compared to basketball. In handball, it's much harder to rely on one athlete's excellent performance to win the game. So my position on court is goalkeeper. So the way I use to develop team dynamics and leadership is through active communication. For example, I always guide my teammates to choose the best defense position or blocking position to maximize my saving success rate.
Okay, so that's great. So let's move on to the question 7. How have you experienced being in different culture teams training systems, and how did you adapt to your training style?
Well, in China, players are trained in a rigid way. So coaches do not focus on the development of creativity, and they always ignore the importance of physical strength. But when I'm playing handball in the UK, physical strength is at the forefront of training. When I had my first session with Nottingham Handball Club, I was afraid of the ball because I wasn't strong enough, and my teammates' shots are very powerful. After realizing such training differences, I went to the gym a couple of times a week for strength training, and I also control my diet. After sessions, I will also invite my teammates for extra sessions to overcome my fearness. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so here's the question 8. How do you engage the East Asian community in handball within your area?
Well, as you know, handball is a relatively unknown sport internationally or within Asia. So in order to get people from East Asian backgrounds involved in handball, it is very necessary to first stimulate their interest in this sport. So whenever I had handball games at my home court in Nottingham, I would invite my Chinese students from Loughborough University to come and watch the game and explain the rules to them before the match. So after they become more interested in handball, sometimes I would book venues at the university and teach them some handball skills and organize some friendly games with them.
Okay, here's the question 9. Can you describe any cultural difference you have encountered in your daily life related to your sports?
The first difference I would like to introduce is the communication with coaches. Chinese coaches are more detached from their players, and they want to dominate all aspects of the team's operations. However, coaches from European background would encourage players to actively communicate with them, especially to make tactical level suggestions. In addition, at the dietary level, I have found that the European diet is more protein focused, whereas the Asian diet encourages the intake of vegetable. And I have adapted my eating habits to help me better adapt to the intensity of the European games.
Here's question 10. Have you and other East Asian teammates encountered the similar racist discrimination within the diaspora culture? How do you deal with the situation like this?
Overall, I have not experienced very serious racial discrimination situation, and the circumstance is same as other players from East Asian backgrounds. As I mentioned above, I did get the cold shoulder from other British or European players during my handball trials, but such situation was mainly due to their stereotypes of Asian athletes and the level of Asian handball. And finally, I successfully changed their stereotypes and earned their respect through my outstanding performances on court.
Well, that's a meaningful story to fight with the stereotype. And let's move on to the question 11. How has the commercialization of the sports affected the popularity of handball in East Asian communities?
In East Asia, the most notable case of handball commercialization is I would say, is the establishment of the Chinese Handball Super League. Firstly, the commercialization of the league provides opportunities for handball teams to partner with various corporate sponsorships, which allows clubs to have the funds to conduct social media promotion and thereby increasing the visibility of handball. Additionally, the commercialization of the league has also allowed handball competitions to be broadcast and reported on China's mainstream TV channels and social media platforms such as TikTok, thus further popularizing handball.
Okay, so here's the question 12. In what ways do you think the media and the commercial interests have contributed to the rapid spread of handball in East Asia?
Firstly, media interests mainly contribute to the development of handball in East Asia through the exposure from social media platforms. Especially, there are growing numbers of personal editors on TikTok. Currently, they are posting the handball highlights from European leagues based on the spectator-friendly nature of the handball game. Moreover, commercial interests contribute to the spread of handball in East Asia through the capital investment in those competitive handball clubs to help them grow their grassroots and enhance their promotion activities.
So here's the question 13. Can you discuss any specific instance where media coverage boosted your athletics career or the handball community in East Asia?
Yeah, of course. Based on my personal experience, the growth of social media platforms significantly helped me boost my athletic career. After each of my home games, I will post my highlight clips on TikTok or other, related social media platform and utilize the promotion service to increase the exposure of my videos. The media coverage not only increased the fame of my personal accounts, but also boost the popularity of handball in China. Moreover, the live streaming service on those social media channels also helped the growth of handball community in East Asia, since Asian people can freely enjoy different levels of handball competitions, especially games like European Handball Championship.
Here is question 14. How do you think commercial sponsorship have influenced the developments of handball as a sport in East Asia?
Well, firstly, as I major in sport management in my undergraduate study, based on my knowledge gained from the course of sports marketing, people's acceptance of sponsorship is much higher than, advertisements. Therefore, when handball clubs in East Asia cooperate with those, well-known brands such as Nike or other brands like Red Bull, etc., the fame of the brands will have positive effect on the promotion of handball. Moreover, these sponsorship funds can also help develop the grassroots of handball in East Asia, since the population of handball is crucial to its ongoing development.
Here's the question 15. Have commercial interests ever posed a challenge in your handball career? If yes, how do you do to navigate through these challenges?
Yes, this does actually happen in my handball career. Last year, our team was sponsored by a student accommodation company who required us to regularly wear our jerseys and go out into the community to distribute posts or asked us record relevant promotional videos to help grow the brand. Considering the support that the sponsors provide to our team, I just always try my best to respond to their requests in my spare time, with the aim of helping our team to establish a long-term partnership with them in the future.
Here's the question 16. How do you think commercialization impacts the culture challenging faced by East Asian athletes in sports industry?
Well, the commercialization of sports has led to more talented East Asian athletes playing in more competitive leagues overseas, which means that East Asian athletes have to adapt to the more open and individualistic culture of the West. So as a result, East Asian athletes have to be more expressive, more aggressive on the court as well. And they need to communicate more with their teammates and coaches to ensure that they are able to give 100% of their abilities on the court in order to earn the respect from fans or their teammates.
Okay. Here's the question 17. Have you ever been involved in sports events that had political implications? How did the media portray these events, and how did it affect your experience as an athlete?
The event I have participated with political implications is the Chinese Middle School Handball Championship, which is one of the largest handball tournaments in our country, with nearly 4,000 players from 12 to 18 participating in one mega event. The media portrayed the tournament as an crucial event to promote the further development of grassroots handball in China. The broadcast and live stream of this handball tournament significantly stimulate me and my teammates' motivation to win the game. In addition, the media attention also made organizers pay more attention to our, competition, or you can say game experience, ensuring, especially they try their best to ensure the high quality of food and, accommodation.
Okay, so in the question 18, how does the political organization provides the financial support in East Asian countries impact the community engagement in handball?
Setting China as an example, financial support for handball in China mainly comes from direct investment by the Chinese Sport Association. However, instead of building a large amount of handball infrastructure, such as handball venues, the financial support mainly focuses on sending professional athletes or coaches to those high-level European leagues for training and competition. In addition, financial support also focuses on investment in developing professional leagues in China. As a result, community engagement of handball in China is still very limited.
Here's the question 19. How do sports, particularly handball, contribute to reconciliation efforts in culturally diverse regions of East Asia?
Well, in general, handball promotes reconciliation between different cultural regions in East Asia, mainly through the organization of various handball tournaments. Specifically, the organization of tournaments brings together fans and players and coaches from different countries, different cultural backgrounds, to enable the exchange of different culture factors. In addition, due to the purity and apolitical nature of sport, handball helps people from different cultures to put aside their preconceptions and form deeper friendship.
Okay, so thanks for your attention and support, and welcome to my channel to be the guest to share about the East Asian handballs community's development. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How does the intersection of sports, race, identity, and media shape the narratives we consume daily? This complex question unravels a myriad of experiences, biases, and stereotypes that athletes encounter on and off the field. Let's take a journey into the heart of these intersections, examining the experiences of athletes like Sirui Tao, a handball player, and Naomi Osaka, a tennis sensation. While their sporting disciplines differ, their experiences navigating stereotypes and cultural constructs provide a fascinating insight into the far-reaching effects of media, race, and identity on sports. In the world of basketball, the vulnerability of Black athletes to social discourse is glaringly evident. The mainstream media, with its cultural framework, often restricts the individuality of Black athletes. Their behavior and appearance are frequently associated with a threat, a clear reflection of the persisting white supremacy. This new form of racism subtly promotes diversity communication, but appropriates Black hip-hop culture to engage younger audiences. Consider Sirui Tao, a member of a British handball club, who battled stereotypes with skill and determination. His experience, however, wasn't straightforward. His Asian training patterns caused confusion among his peers, illustrating how cultural constructs can complicate the sporting landscape. On the other hand, Naomi Osaka, with her Japanese ancestry, Black identity, and connection to Haiti, embodies the concept of plurality. Her identity, while diverse, has often been subjected to misogynoir in women's sports media. Yet, she, like Sirui Tao, has found a platform for resistance in social media, using it to challenge stereotypes and promote their unique identities. The intersection of sports, race, and identity also extends into the realm of advertising. As Sirui Tao returned to China with his European experience, he found himself navigating a cultural sensitivity that reimagined localization. His role, like many athletes, was recoded by local cultural intermediaries, establishing a new, globalized national style of sport. The transformation of sports under the influence of media is not confined to the experiences of individual athletes. Sporting events, particularly those at lower levels, have become anchors for commercial activity. The commercialization of Chinese handball, for instance, has created new collective identities among athletes from different regions, eroding intrinsic identities based on gender, class, and geography. In conclusion, the intersection of sports, race, identity, and media is a complex tapestry of experiences, narratives, and stereotypes. It shapes the way we perceive athletes and sports, reinforcing and challenging biases in equal measure. The experiences of athletes like Juntao and Naomi Osaka illustrate the power and potential of these intersections, reminding us that sports, like society, are never just a game.